All right, guys, we're on the way up the hill to review this car today, and this review didn't turn out quite how I expected. You've seen a lot of RC cars on the channel, and this happens to be one of the nicest ones. It has a carbon fiber body on here, bottom plate, some carbon fiber strut supports in the front and back, and it has some pretty nice tires and a brushless motor on here. It's a little more expensive than the Wltoys and the eSheen cars that I reviewed on the channel, but is it as durable? That's a big question. And do we have a design flaw here with this car? Yeah, we're gonna find out. Enjoy the review. All right, guys, here we are out here at the bike track. There's some big jumps out here. We're just gonna go ahead and send this car, kind of, in a little comparison to something like the eSheen cars and the Wltoys cars that we reviewed recently on the channel. It's a little, I would say it's a little nicer made carbon fiber frame on this one. And it seems to have a nice CG on it as well. And coming back down, here we go. Sending it. And really nice CG. Seems to fly really well. If you want to jump this one, but also if you want to do burnouts and stuff, it's gonna really do some nice burnouts. And this one has a short wheelbase, so it will kind of like spin out pretty quick at the high end of the throttle. Nice. Wow, really taking a hard hit and hard beating. We'll see how these links hold up in this review. But look at the bottom there, carbon fiber bottom plate. That's just super cool. You're gonna get a bunch of scratches on that, but I think it's cool that they put some carbon on this frame. You're gonna pay a little more for a frame like that, but it really looks cool. I'm all about the carbon. Makes things a little bit lighter. Yeah, it does jump pretty good. And we'll do some speed runs out here as well. We'll hit the wall over there. We've got a big drop over there too, a bike drop. We're just gonna test this one out. Let's do this big jump right here. Gonna go get lined up for this one. Gonna send it. Whoa! Oh, really hard hit. Nothing seems to have popped off. Well, we might have popped one thing off. Let's check that out. So we hit pretty hard right there. And it broke the front carbon shock link right there. So yeah, this review is cut short today, but that's how that's gonna fare. So I think that the carbon strut link right there probably would be better if it was like aluminum, because that definitely would not have broke if it had been aluminum. Something else in here might have broke, but that's unfortunate that the front carbon broke on that big jump right there. So it doesn't handle a bash very well, but I still have steering there. I just don't have any more suspension on that front wheel. So she needs a repair already within the first 5 minutes. So I feel like carbon fiber is like kind of a pro and a con when it comes to like RC bashers and race cars, because honestly, dudes, like carbon's lighter, but at the same time you have more chance to break things. And from a design standpoint, I'm not sure why they would do this part carbon, you know what I mean? Because this is a pretty thin spot right here. You've got like an M3 bolt going through here to this lock washer and lock nut right here, and that's pretty thin. So all that pressure is riding on about 3 millimeters right there, and that just obviously proves to be like the weak point of the whole car. Love the frame, love the body. Love the fact that it is a brushless motor setup here, and again, that back strut support back there for the shocks is the same carbon plate right there. You can see. But I ran it with my son on the flats, just to give you a kind of a pro about it. We ran it on the flats in a baseball field. That's why it's really dusty right now, but we had a good time with it in the flats. I think as long as you keep this car in the flats and you just do kind of general bashing around with it, don't hit any big jumps with it, it would probably be okay. But it's definitely not a car that you're going to take off of any real big jumps, just because of that front carbon strut support here. So all right, guys, I'm back home now, and I was able to drive home and kind of think about this car a little bit. yeah, it's unfortunate that they decided to put carbon fiber on the front strut support right there. The same thing in the back, like I showed you the field. But I think if you bought this car, I'll give you some friendly advice. Put the bumper on the front. I didn't in my review because I want these cars, all these cars, Wltoys cars, my Eachine cars, I want them all to take a front hit for you and see how that's going to hold up in a really hard impact. So big jumps in the jump park as always for my reviews, and you know, the proof is in the video right here. So broken front carbon support, and if you put that bumper on there, this one right here, it's more likely that you're not going to break that. But in a regular body situation where we had like maybe an aluminum front strut support, that wouldn't have happened. It probably would have had a strut pop off of the front wheel, but obviously it hit right on top of that strut support and it just broke clean off. Carbon fiber, not such a great choice for strut support. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my reviews. You can check out the Eachine and Wltoys reviews that I did in the links down below, and pick up one of those. My recommended cars at this scale are all in the video description. So look for the good ones, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Come back and subscribe for more honest reviews.